practice. We just stopped having the live on Instagram and we're doing it now on YouTube so I can film in landscape and have a bit more stabilization using my phone because Instagram's not the best. This is layout that we have here in front of us. So you'll see when the next car comes in what the layout is. This is the big grandstand that fits 4,000 people. Down there we have the other grandstand. Over here we have the judging tower. Third floor judging tower, second floor VIP canteen, and third floor is the canteen. We have a car coming in doing the run. In a 350Z. It's a little bit underpowered for this track considering how big it is. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit for this guy to finish his run to see one of the pro drifters come round and do the layout. But the layout's very nice. It's almost a representation of Poland in Drift Masters. Last week, Enver Haskasap and his team built the track to be even bigger. It used to finish right there where the asphalt changes color and the grandstand used to be there. They've moved the grandstand back and they've asphalted this whole area here, so it's making the layout much bigger, and it's really cool. It's not exactly like Poland because the drivers here in Cyprus aren't used to running walls all the time. And since this is the first race of the 2026 drift season, we have a nice wall clip right here on the outside line, but we don't have an inside wall clip there. Maybe they'll do it further down in the line, but yeah, starting it off like this is the best for all the drivers. This is Papoudas. Papoudas transitions, claims out to zone 3, gets 4, pushes the car to out to zone 5, gets 6, transitions in a zone, could have been a bit deeper into that zone, scrubbed a lot of speed, gets zone, oh, I've lost count of the zones now, claims the cone on the outer zone, transitioning across the track. Not a bad run from Baboutas, considering that's his first run of the day. One second, people. I'm just checking the chat. Yeah, it was Baboutas. Yeah, it's nice. I am doing a live Nile, so feel free. So one of the judges coming there. For some reason the chat's not working. Maybe one of you guys need to write something in the chat to see if it comes up on the screen. But yeah, not bad from Baboutas considering it's his first run of the day. Let's see who's going to come down to do the next run. It's pretty cool though. Lots of nice cars here today. Loads of S chassis. Loads of S chassis. I would imagine there might be more S chassis here than in Japan. I know that's quite a big statement to say, but if you see how many cars I've seen today, you'll understand why I'm saying it. Just waiting a little bit longer. If we go to the top of the grandstand, we can see the pits, but I'll do that a bit later because I've already gone up there once. Unless I hear a car start up in the next 2 minutes, we might go up there and I'll show you the pit setup and what else is going on. Nope, I can hear a car starting up. Let's see what he does. Ahmed. Could have been deeper for zone 2 transitions. Needs to be a little bit deeper on the zones. He did a really good run beforehand. Outer zone claim comes into this pit. As I see from this run, he could be a little bit deeper in all the zones. And across the line. Ahmed did a run before, and he did a really nice run. Got all of the zones, filled them up really nicely, especially these ones on the wall. It looked really cool. I think he went and did some, either he's changed tires or done some different setup on the car in the pits, as he was in the pits before when I went over there. Oh, there's the chat. Sorry, guys. I completely hadn't pressed the button. Books in the lap. Thank you for writing. Chat working now. Cheers, bro. Thanks for your help. All right. While we wait quickly for the next run, let's run up to the top of the grandstand. It's absolutely massive. Look how big this thing is. And I'm scared of heights. I'm looking in between the gaps between the stairs, and it's not doing well for my... So, this is the pit setup. So this area here is where the international drivers will be. We have Dwayne McKeever, Connor Falvey, Alan Hines, Enver Haskasab, which is a Driftmaster driver. Then we've got CH Loizu, which is right there with his S13. One of the drivers that I'll be covering this weekend. Also my sponsor for my drift car, the Lexus. Then we have next to him, the red BMW is Eftigios. Next to him there, I'm out of breath again. Whoo! The empty space next to the red BMW is the red BMW we saw before, Bapudas. The next team over is Enver Haskasab's team. Ahmed is also parked there. We have the Supra down there that Ryusi drove last time. And some more S15s and S13s. Let's quickly just watch this run. Came in a little bit slow there, so he didn't make it to the first outside zone or the second. But as I was saying in the live of Instagram, most of these drivers have just done their first run today on the track. The track is also quite slippery because they've been doing lots of construction over the last 48 hours, probably even a week. I only came last night to check it out. So it's quite slippery. There's a lot of dust on the floor and stuff like that. So until many cars do some runs and put down some semi-slicks so that it starts to grip up a bit, I think we'll see better runs in the afternoon once some of the drivers get a few runs under their belt and they can feel the layout of the track and stuff. But moving back to the pits, this section over here is all of the local drivers. At the moment, we've got some S14s, the S13s of the brothers, the Eruglu brothers. For sure I slaughtered that name, but I'm sorry. Two S15s there. Got a couple of BMWs down there in the back. I think that's Ibrahim's S15 right there between the two heads. But yeah, most of the drivers haven't arrived yet. It is a weekday. People are probably working, so they're going to finish work and then come down to the track. Bapuda's second run. Doesn't quite make it out to clip one. Transition. Got a little bit of clip two, but not deep enough. We're going to miss it because he's going to drift behind the building and he's straightened and shut down the run. He goes back up to the start line. Now that I've shown you this area, I will do a pit walkthrough on the event. So basically what's happening... Basically, guys, what's happening... Today, it's Wednesday. We have drift practice today and drift practice tomorrow for Thursday. Friday, it's going to be the semi-pro racing in this track. Saturday is the pro racing in the track of the local championship challenge. And then we have the big event, which is on Sunday, where we have all the Drift Masters drivers coming down. Ahmed, 1 second while I flip you around. Much better run from Ahmed, claiming the outer zone, flicking it into an inside clip right there. Pushes it out to the outer zone, claims it nicely on the wall, look very deep from over here. Transitions across the track, feels the outer zone, claims the cone. Whoa, far too deep, tags the wall a little bit. Bumper flying off the car and his back lights hanging off the car. It's the first little bit of wall ride we've had for today. So yeah, I'm going to be down here today. I'm going to film CH Loizu, and on Friday all the guys come over from the Drift Masters drivers, i.e. Connor Falvey, Dwayne McKeever, Alan Hines are coming over from Ireland. And this weekend I'm going to do media for Connor Falvey, which I'm super proud about and super excited. I can't wait to see the guys again. It was really nice to meet them the last time that I was here. But yeah, I'll switch the camera around again. It's a little bit nippy. Some people asked me what they should wear to come over. definitely wear a jacket. Definitely wear long pants, because last night it was freezing here. It's very windy. You get a lot of wind coming in over the mountains. At the moment, I'm wearing like my trousers and my jacket, but I am cold, so I will go down to the car and get a hoodie for later on. Let's read some of these comments. Yes, they also drive on the left side and have right hand. Thank you, Gadalin, for answering some of the comments in the chat. Now we wait a little bit as the other guys, CH Loizo and the guys, have gone down to the pits to get the car ready to do a few runs. 350Z going into the track. Ahmed taking the remainder of his bumper back to the pits to get everything fixed. We have this carbon Kevlar BMW coming in to do a run. I need to go check out the cars and the drivers' names. I don't know the drivers that well here, only a few of them that I've worked with before. Yeah, but I can't wait until the boys come down to do a few runs. I really want to see what they're gonna... Oh, we didn't sit here before, we sat way further down. Oh, it's windy. I'm gonna go a bit further down, guys. It's too windy up here. I'm freezing. Here's a little bit, it's still windy, but it's a bit better. Alright, let's sit right here. I like it here because you get this metal pole to put your feet on. They'll stop at that time, bro. They won't continue drifting. It happened last time. They stopped, it happened, and then they continue drifting again. Second, I'm just going to make the chat box a little bit bigger because I can't really read. There we go, back again. Just fixed the chat box. I just wanted to make it a little bit bigger because I can't read the comments completely. Now we're waiting for the next run. Let's see who it's going to be. This track is a track that's at Drift Masters, more or less. It's a very close representation of it. 350Z. This is one of the cars they use for the drift school that they have here. That after talking to Enver last night, I was blown away by the information that he told me. And there's a lot of cool surprises coming out this weekend. I'm not going to say anything. You can find out during the weekend as we release the information slowly. But there's some very wild things happening this year, and it's going to be absolutely nuts. That's all I can say. Pepsis is coming, yes. He's not here yet, but he should be coming down today. I spoke to him yesterday. I think that's what he told me. Pepsi's car looked wild yesterday on the dyno, spitting huge flames. I'll put some videos up tonight. Thank you again, Gadalin, for informing the drivers that I don't know what's on a Certo Corsa because I don't have a Certo Corsa. So I don't really know what's going on in the game. I don't have any sort of sims at home and stuff. I just sort of go and live at the track for a little bit of a while and just drift my Lexus every day. When I think about buying a sim, I would love a sim, don't get me wrong, but it's the same amount as money to buy a sim, and I can buy another drift car. Or I could buy a V6 engine and throw it into my Rat Trap S13, and then I'll have two drift cars, the Lexus, which I would make it for drift lessons, and then the S13 200SX that I have, that actually, at the moment it's not engine-less. I have got the CA 18DT, but the engine blew up as I was running it in. So now I'm thinking about a different engine, as the CA18 is very hard to find out here, and it's very hard to find in general. And I'm coming across prices that are like 3,000 euros for a C18. So I'm probably going to go down the V6 line and put a 350Z engine in it. This car is a little bit underpowered for this track. But he is trying... Ooh, close little save there just before going into the wall backwards. I thought about bringing my gloves with me. I have some gloves that like are cut on the fingers, and I'm like, no, it's not that cold. Yes, it is that cold. I wish I brought my gloves with me. Now we're waiting for the next set of drivers to come down. Let's go check out the... Let's check out this area here where all the drivers come to line up. So we have that BMW, the carbon Kevlar one. We have this S14 in purple, and we have this S15 Cylon tires. They're going down to the start line. These will be the 3 cars that are practicing for now. Woo! My jacket doesn't even have a hoodie. I should have taken my hoodie out of the car when I went down there before. Oh my god, where are my car keys? I don't want to lose my car keys. Alright. Just gonna zip up my pocket so my keys don't fall out of my... Now we wait a little bit. Something looks like it might be wrong with the 350Z. It sounds like sounds like maybe I don't know what the problem is, but something is dragging on the floor. I don't know who's driving the 350Z. I can't really see inside the car. Just gonna have to wait a little bit while the cars on the start line are heating up their tires. Let's not talk about what's going on in the world at the moment, because it's absolutely terrible. And yeah, I don't really want to talk about politics on the chase, but to be honest, it's all about drifting here. Yeah, I did think it was Enver's wife, but I think it was a guy driving it, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really pay attention to the car, to the driver, I mean. But we'll find out when we go down to the pits later on. Alright, I can hear the other car getting ready to come down into the parking. 350Z, 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 350Z. Guy is on the start line. He's just heating up his tires. And he's going to go line up onto the start now and do a run. Thank you for the information, Timmy, 3825. As I said before, I do not know all of the drivers. I'm going to have to learn their names throughout the weekend. Here we go. Whoa, where are you going? That's the wrong way. Okay, bro, I won't rely on you much, but thanks for helping out anyway. Guys, give me 1 second. we go. Yeah, it's wild, bro. And I don't know if you were in the live before when I was saying that the track used to stop right there where the asphalt changes color. The grandstand was there, and they've made the track even bigger. This week they laid. Sorry, I zoomed in a little bit too much. Sorry about that, I zoomed in far too much at one point. Ah, hey bro, how you doing? Yeah, I do remember you, man. Are you coming down this week? It'd be nice to see you again. Be great to see you at one of my drift days, bro. The last drift day we did was on the... I don't even remember when the date was, but it was last week, 2 weeks ago. 27 cars we had at the drift day. It was wild. It was one of the best drift days that I've done so far, because at the track at Aachen Speedway it was all green. We had all the green grass and everything. Every time I span off into the grass, it was quite wild. Yeah, it crashed for a second because I pressed something by accident on my screen. Is it back now? Thank you, box in the lap. If you want to ask me any questions, feel free. I'm going to say it in Greek as well, because I imagine some of the people watching are Greek speaking. Αν θέλετε να με ρωτήσετε οτιδήποτε ερωτήσεις, γράψτε τα στα comments, στα ελληνικά θέλετε και θα σας απαντήσω. Είμαστε εδώ, βλέπουμε το practice στο Drift New Motorsport Park. Περιμένω να έρθει κάτω οι οδηγοί μας, Ευτύχιος, CH Λοΐσου και Παππούδας, να δούμε τα περάσματα τους και να δούμε σήμερα το practice τι γίνεται. I'm going to have to go to the car, guys. I need to get my power bank. I've got a warning for 20%. I don't want the live to go down and me have to start a new one. So let's quickly go to the pits, get a power bank, get my hoodie as well because the temperature is changing. And we'll come back up and we can go sit right at the top of the grandstand. There are the cars that are here. There's Ibrahim, Yukaibis. Yeah, bro, I know, isn't it funny how things come around with drift liveries? There's quite a lot of 90s spec drift cars here that have left from the era of the 90s with all the gorges and stuff. One second, people, I need to get power bank. How are the guys doing? Are they getting ready? I think they are. One second. I'm gonna put you guys right here. Kerim! First of all, let's get this thing charging. Let's just give me... There we go. Yeah, ignore what I have my phone saying. I'm just going to stock up on everything. I'm going to get my water. And I'm I'm going to put my hoodie on because I am cold. A little striptease for the live stream. Representing Bandana if you're watching. Booster. Also another thing Bandana gave me, he gave me the t-shirt. This is Ryusei's team. And he also, very happy that he did, he gave me the hoodie as well, which is wild. Alright, that's the hoodie on. Let's get the jacket back on again. Okay, Eftigio's going down to the start line now, as you see behind me. The red car that's going into the track right now. So I need to be quick. It's a nice atmosphere out here, bro. It's a little bit like Japan. There's just Silvias and S13s everywhere. I think the event might be sold out. I think Enver told me last night they sold 6,000 tickets, which is pretty wild. For all 3 days, that is. Oh, I'm much warmer now. 1 second, I need to throw this media thing on. I tightened it way too much. There we go. Let's get the hoodie on. Cut some of this wind. All right, people, we're ready. Let's go to the track. All right, I've got everything. The water is there. Let's get some chocolate. Ahmed going into the track. So I've got some chocolates that Rudy gave me from Finland, and now I've got my power bank and everything. Putting everything into my pocket so nothing falls out. Let's go. I finished at the right time. CH Loizu going down to the track. 1 second, I need to lock the car. Alright, the car's locked. I'm gonna run quickly because I don't want to miss Christo's run. Got too much shit in my pockets. So they're the boys on the start line. Well, it's not the start line, they're gonna go up to the start line. CH Ahmed in front, CH Loizu behind, Papuda's here, and Eftigio's already going up to the start. They're still welding and getting things ready for this evening. Absolutely wild what's going on here this weekend. No one took my seat. I mean, I say that and there's like 5,000 seats here. Alright, we're back. Sorry if I've missed anything in the chat, guys. Check that I'm charging still. Yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And over there, boxing the lap, all the buses are from the UK. 1 second. Let's go. I'd like to see this guy get into the zones now. He's done a few runs already. Yeah, that one that looks like a street car. That car looks sick, bro. It looks so nice. I really enjoy seeing drift cars that have no stickers on them and no livery, just clean colors. It just looks so nice. It reminds me I think, if I'm not mistaken, in 2018 when I went to Drift Masters with Enver Haskasap, there was a beautiful S15 rocking a Rocket Bunny body kit in pink. And the car was just pink. I don't remember who was driving it, but that car was sick. I remember turning up at the track, looking looking at the car and being like, wow, I want that in my garage. Yeah, a lot of people now, Enver Haskasap, he's the dealer for Strong Wheels. So a lot of cars are rocking Stroms in Cyprus, so it's really nice to see that, because I love the Strom Drift series. Eruklu, one of the brothers. S13, one of my favorite chassis for drifting. Thank you for the subscriber, Savas Ioannou, Movie General. Yeah, I understand what the point of a livery is, and I mean, you can't really drift without having a livery because of the sponsors. You really need the help of your sponsors who support you throughout the season to help you out. But those lucky drivers that don't have sponsors and can rock a clean car, I do respect them. It is really cool to see a clean car at the drift. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where are you going? I can hear Eftichios heating up his wheels on the start line. Where is everybody from in the live? Let's see some flags from your countries. Where is everybody from? I'm always so curious to see who watches the lives. Bro, the session started at 4 o'clock. I can't imagine the session ending anytime soon. I think we might go even into the night, because some of the drivers haven't even arrived yet. S14 right there with an S15 front end. I think actually it was an S15. How I can tell is from the back window of the S15, S14. As it drove past and got closer to me, I think it might have been an S15. Who do we have next? We have, is that Ibrahim? Yes it is. Yukaibis. Most of his drift career he was driving a Sora, and it's nice to see him in an S15 chassis. I think he had this car last year as well. Timmy, if I find somebody that's an official, I'll ask them. At the moment, I'm very far away from the officials. The judges and everybody are down there. I'm not going down there just yet. But considering it started at 4, I highly doubt it's going to finish anytime soon. And since this place is very well lit at night, we were here at 12:30 last night. They weren't drifting. They were getting the track ready for today. And I really liked how they made the track. So when I watch how they paint the lines in other places, Akhna for example, they just paint the line from eye. And sometimes when you look at the Look at the layout from above. You realize that, yeah.
Sorry, at what time is it Drift Friday?
There is the schedule on the Drift New Instagram account. If you go on the Instagram account, they have all the schedule for the weekend, because I don't remember, bro. Yeah, right, Drift New, like on the banner. I'm making a live stream at the moment. Right, what is the banner, and you will find it in Instagram. Oh, we have a twin. First twin of the weekend. Wasn't asking me about today or tomorrow. They were asking me about when the event starts on Saturday and Sunday and Friday. Yeah, they wanted the schedule for the actual event, if I understood correctly. And I told him to look on Instagram because I'm doing the live, and he gave me his phone to search on Instagram, and I don't want to... I just told him, I mean, you can see on every banner, it says the logo of the place, and that's their Instagram account, so it's Drift New. And if you write the championship name in Instagram as well, it'll come up, and on their stories and on one of the first posts on their profile, it has the schedule of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As I've been told, Friday is semi-pro, Saturday it's pro of the local challenge, and then Sunday is the drift challenge, where we'll have all of the drivers race. Connor Falvey, Dwayne McKeever, Alan Hines, Enver Haskasap, CH Loizu, Eftigios, Papudas, Wax, Alexis Harris, I think Simos Tikis is coming if I'm not mistaken, and all the local drivers as well. Plus I think there's some drivers coming from abroad, but I don't know who's coming just yet. I saw the GTX, wait a second, I think this is Eftigios, in the red BMW, last year it was orange. That's Eftigios' first run of the day. Yeah, I saw Bekir's GT86 Pro last night, carbon Kevlar. He told me it was a bare chassis and he built up the car from scratch. It was beautiful. I do love a good GT86, and I love it when it's in carbon Kevlar. And I saw Bekir's S13 that he brought from Japan. It was, I think it was a 2JZ rocking a 90 spec body kit, 90 spec livery. Inside he was rocking two handbrakes, a stock handbrake and the hydro handbrake. Loads of gauges like it was in the 90s. It was very cool to see. CH Loizu coming in a bit too fast, putting two wheels outside of the line, but it's his first run of the day. Claims the second and third point, goes round, pushes the car to the outside line. Bravo de Cristo, claims the inner clip, transitions. I need to take my sunglasses off, can't even see my screen. Comes round, pushes the car a little bit, could be a bit deeper in that zone, transitions across the track. Rolling Rudy in the house, pushes the car out, misses the last... He missed the last few zones, but it was a very nice run from CH Loizu for his first attempt. That was sick. Rudy, I hope you're back home. Guess what I have? I brought my last chocolates from Finland. They're in my pocket, and I'm going to eat them slowly while they... Anytime I get a little bit hungry, sticking a chocolate in my mouth. Next we have one of the Erku brothers. Transitions. Very shallow. Needs to push the car a little bit more to the outside to claim out the outer zones. Transition, scrapped a little speed there on the clip, on the inner clip, had too much angle there. As you see, he's scrapped the speed out now and can't reach the outside zones. Transitions across the track. And full throttle across the line. Needs to push his car a little bit more to claim those outer zones so that you have the momentum to fill up all of the clips throughout the track. How was your flight, Rudy? So Rudy was in Cyprus last week. It was real good fun. Had him at Akhna Speedway. You'll see all of what happened at Akhna Speedway on his YouTube channel, Rollin' Rudy Motorsports. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe so you are alerted when his next video comes out from Cyprus. And I heard that he made an interview with a Drift Masters driver, and I'm sure that's going to be on his YouTube channel as well. I can't wait to watch either of those, especially since he drove my Lexus. So I'm kind of excited to watch what's going to happen. It's going to be nice to watch somebody else's YouTube video for once about the Cyprus scene. You're welcome, Rudy. Anytime, bro. You know you're welcome back. Anytime you want to come. This is the other Eruklu brother. Wow, we've got Enver Haskas up there wearing a suit, looking very nice. She's probably just finished work. That's who I'm talking about right there with the suit. And we've got Manolis and another guy from the team Bapudas. Can't wait for Friday for the Drift Masters drivers to come down, and I want to meet up with Dwayne McKeever again and Connor Falvey and Thomas, his dad. We had a good laugh last time with Thomas. Nbebe, how are you? Yeah, I'm making live stream. Hello. On Saturday, I think it's the pro battles for the challenge. Wow, the lights just came on. Oh, it's cold, guys. I wish I wore my thicker jacket because I brought like 3 t-shirts because I'm going to run around, so I'm going to get proper sweaty. And I bought 3 jackets. No, I didn't. I brought 2 jackets. This one, which is the thinner one, and the fat one, which I've left in the car, which I thought might be a little bit of an overkill. Let's fingers crossed that it doesn't rain on Saturday. I'd love to see some smoke. I will definitely tell your greetings to Connor and Tom. Over there we have the judging tower. When the grandstand used to be more forward, the judging tower used to be right here, which blocked a little bit of the view from the grandstand. They saw that this was the case, and they've moved it now to this side. This little orange hut here is probably going to be access for the... let's just go over there quickly. It's going to be access for the canteen from the grandstand, so that they don't get flooded down on the first level, which is also another level of the restaurant. Then when we have Petram sticking his head out of the top, this is the judging level. Hello, Petram. Second level, we have VIP. And over there, down there, where you can see people's feet, is the balcony for the VIP. Very cool. And they've been building it since yesterday. We left here at 12:30 in the middle of the night, and they were still working on it, and it looks like they've painted. They've added an outer wall as well. It wasn't like that last night, I don't think. I mean, it could have been. We went on a nice tour yesterday with Enver, and I was blown away by the surprises coming up this year and the level of the size of this place. It's huge. I went into some garages yesterday, and I was shocked from the amount of drift cars. It's absolutely wild what's happening over here. Let's get ready for the next run. I may have one of my chocolates. heard some unfortunate news about me and my media pass on Sunday. I need to bring a camera with me. They don't allow people with phones in, which is it's a shame, because I do all of my media with my phone. I stepped away from my camera because it just takes me so much time. I need to edit, put it on the computer, edit, phone directly. It's so much easier. Ahmed is leading, chasing, I'm afraid, I don't know who it is. So yeah, on Sunday, I've been informed to bring my camera, so I'm going to come down with my 5D with my zoom lenses. I'm going to do some video with my zoom lens and have like maybe a second shot as the phone. So yeah, that's going to be different. I haven't used my camera in ages at a drift event, so it's going to actually be quite fun to use my camera because of me not using it for so long, and I bet I can get some sick shots. Costa Sugar Racing Composites in the house. Carbon fiber by Sugar Racing. Carbon fiber, carbon Kevlar, fiberglass, you name it, he builds it. I still bet. The size of this place is crazy. So this is Drift New. It's near East University. So this is the university. Oh wait, I'm way too zoomed in. This is the university campus. This building in front is a basketball pitch. Down there, it's the hotel. This is a college. That is another type of stadium. That building right there is a gym. This building right in front of us is a supermarket. This building here is going to be turned into a shopping center. And that building over there is one of the main offices. And then over there we have 3 buildings that are all making carbon fiber body kits. There's a mechanic, there's a dyno at the racetrack, which is super cool. What else did I see last night? Lots of different cars. Now on the start line, we have Jelebi, and there's no name of the driver. This green car, I think, is used in the drift school of Drift New, possibly the red one as well. Wow, the red one has a sunroof on it. Imagine all of these Silvias once upon a time left the factory line as a street car, and now they're all drift cars. I mean, I did the same thing. I got an S13 that was a road car, turned it into a drift car, then bought another S13, turned that into a drift car. Then I bought a Lexus, turned that into a drift car, and I have got a 180 SX, which is my street car, and it will stay a street car because it's absolutely beautiful. It's the Type S, SR20NA with the Type S kit, 180 SX seats. I love that car, it's amazing. I have drifted that as well at the track, but because it's NA, I have to properly throw it in at full send, and I don't really want to crash it because it's absolutely beautiful. That's how it was in Riga. It was very weird. I was surprised by it because even at Driftmasters I film on my phone, so it caught me a little bit off guard. But to be honest, today when I went through my camera gear, I decided that it would be nice if my camera came out of retirement and I did either some pictures with it or did some video with it. So maybe it will be nice to use my camera this weekend. One car on a trailer coming up to the pits. Maybe something's wrong with it and it doesn't start. It was the S15 that was doing the runs before. This one here, we quickly catch it before it goes behind the grandstand. With a sunroof, yeah man. We're waiting for the next run. The track marshals are in the track just putting the cones back onto all of the clipping zones, making sure all of the drivers have a great reference point for practice so they can put on an amazing show over the weekend. Mosquitoes have started to come out now in Cyprus, and I don't find it at all entertaining because they love me and I've been bitten already, and I just saw a couple of mosquitoes fly right into my face now. I mean, there is a huge pond right there of stagnant water, breeding ground for mosquitoes. Oof. My hand is absolutely frozen from holding the phone. Guys, I'm just going to put you there for 1 second as I just have a quick drink of water. Where have I put my car keys? Alright, let's zip up that pocket. I've lost my car keys before. I lost them at Akhna Speedway. That's why I keep going on about my car keys. I dropped them out of my pocket on a drift event. Went to go home and realized, oh shit, I don't have my car keys. Searched for a little bit, realized it's getting dark and there's no way I'm going to find them. Went home with someone else, came down the next day, and they had a motorbike school at the track, and I was very lucky that somebody found my keys in the process, so I didn't even have to look for them. One second, people, I will film the next race. Somebody called me on Instagram. I hope that didn't cut the live stream. I need to go check. They might actually call me because they want me to move the car yet again. Sorry about that, people. Somebody keeps calling me on Instagram. Let me go check. Maybe my car is in the way again. Ευτύχιος. Just gonna finish filming his run and I'll go check what's happening with the car. Alright. I don't want them to throw my water away. We'll just put it there in between the seats. And give me a couple of seconds, guys. I'm gonna go down and see why they're calling me. They're probably calling me because they want to park the car where I've put the Golf. I've moved it 3 or 4 times today. I can't believe it. I just wanted to relax on the grandstand and just film it live. Might be a good idea to change my jacket over as well. Oh wow, that sucks, bro. 10 centimeters of snow, you'll never find anything under that. When I was in the army, no, my car's not in the way. But anyway, I'll go over and see what's happening. And the MX-6 in the house. MX-6. And the MX-5 in the house. When I was in the army, I left at night, and I lost my keys, and I couldn't go home because I dropped my keys somewhere in the. This is Alexis Harris' car. Let's find Fanny's and why he kept calling me. Πού είναι ο Φάνης? Κι αν είμαι τηλέφωνο συνέχεια και κλείνει μου το live μου. So the rest of the guys have arrived. Let's check them out before we go over there. So we have Andreas Wax with his S14.5 as the guys are just unloading the tires. We have Alexis Harris right here with his S15 that's rocking a white livery with his dealership on it. Where did CH Loizo go? I bet CH Loizo is doing a run. See, I've come all the way here, can't find funnies. Just wasted time for no reason. Lali hello Andy's. And that's your answer, Andy. He just drove off. He's put the really nice S15 lights at the front. I like these lights, they're really cool. And car dealership, JDMHQ, is Alexis Harris' dealership now. He started selling cars. We've got Andreas Wax in the house, El Torero. That's the car. We're rocking the Strong wheels on it, front and back, in white. They're going to get so dirty by the end of the day. Dashboard inside. Let's go back to the track and watch some drifting. I'm going to get my jacket as well. One second, people. I'm going back up to the grandstand. Just getting my jacket as well because it's getting a bit cold before Harris runs. I thought you'd love it, but I thought Harris was going to run me over then for a second. Let's go back up to the grandstand. I hope Fanny's doesn't call me again. I hope just to find him and ask him what he wanted. Because it disconnects the live and it's really annoying. I think that's Kerim Besok's son. Yeah, it is. That's who's driving the car. There we have Ulus. We've got Eftigios and the guys driving into the pits. I might go up a bit higher on the grandstand because it's starting to fill up now. It would be nice if I could go and sit in the VIP, but because it's a construction site at the moment and they're still building it, I feel might not be the best idea. I'm gonna go up even higher. It's not windy anymore. The wind's completely died out. But I want to go up somewhere where I'm sitting alone because I'm just speaking on the live and I'll drive somebody absolutely... Oh no! I forgot my water. Gotta go get the water. If you want to be healthy, be a media. The amount of walking that we do. Sorry about this, people. That's where we are. We're going to sit up on the second row. It's the same view. I'm just going to have to zoom in a little bit more. Spun out. Oh, finally we're back again. stuffing everything that I have in my jacket pockets so I don't drop anything. We're still charging, that's good. Alright, let's go. No gimbal, bro. It's too hard to film with a gimbal, man. It's a pain in the ass. I've used it before and I hate it. When I use it on the phone, I'm on Streamlabs, so it's a little bit more stabilized than Instagram. And I'm streaming directly to YouTube, basically. Oops, sorry about that. That's quite a silent drift car. Just waiting for the cars on the start line to heat up, and oh no, that's not a good sign. Whose car is that? Is that Bapuda's car? Andy, if you want the schedule, bro, go to Near East Drift Championship on Instagram and they have the schedule up there. I cannot remember it. It's 3 days. Friday it's semi-pro of the local challenge. Saturday is pro of the local challenge, and Sunday is the international drift challenge, where we have drivers Dwayne McKeever, Conor Falvey, Alan Hines are coming from abroad. Enver Haskasap is also Drift Masters driver. We've got the guys from the north, CH Loizo coming in now hot. Sideways fills out clip 1, very nice there. Transitions across the track. Comes down on the wall. It looks like it could have been a bit deeper there, but I'm not sure because I can't see the clip. Transitions inside zone, flicks the car back around to the outside clip right there. Coming around now. Needs to push it a bit more for that zone, scraps his speed and comes to a spin. It's windy, bro. It's windy. I'm sitting on the top of the grandstand. And I'm using one hand. See, actually, so they're going back to the pits. Maybe he needs to change tires. Look at this building over there. The whole building is lit up at night. It looks wild, that building. Look, all of the lights on it and stuff. Now we just wait a little bit. Woo! There's gonna be a live drift feed. I don't think I'll be able to do a live. I think my internet won't be that great on the actual day when there's like 4,000 people here. And Ver told me they sold 6,000 tickets for the whole weekend. But there will be a live stream for sure. We'll just find out what it is, and then I will post it on my Instagram stories. Kerim Besok's son, I think, in the S15, maybe. Ahmet Osculari in the S13.5. I'm out of mute now, though, aren't I? They haven't fitted all the lights yet, as I notice. The lights on the judging tower haven't been turned on yet, and the poles that are right here, I don't know if you can see those poles. Whoops. These poles right here, this one and this one, they don't have lights on them yet because they just put them up. They welded them while we were here in the afternoon. So they need to get the crane and run the electrics through them so we have lights so that it lights up all of this. But this will all be ready for the weekend. I hope Apuda's car is okay, because he was doing some really decent runs for the 2-3 runs that he did already. Yeah, it was Besok's. Kerim Besok's son there in the S15. That really clean S14 that I was talking about before right there. Let's go back. It's coming out now. Another BMW pulled up to the start line right there. Plumber. What are these flashes? Oh, it's the welding. there you can see. They're welding the infrastructure for the fencing. I'm just putting in the last few pieces of fencing. Yeah, my car is there. Everything is okay. Nobody needs me for the time being. Oof. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to throw my jacket on top of my media vest, because it's starting to get very cold. 1 second, people. I just need to throw my jacket on. I'm just getting too cold. Oh, it's so smoky, I can't even see the car. Whee! One second, I'm just fitting my jacket on quickly. I didn't manage to get it on before. I didn't want to miss the run for you guys, so just give me a second. Oh yeah, people, that's so much better. I'm wearing a t-shirt, a hoodie, a jacket, and another jacket on top. I don't understand why it's so cold. The weather started to change lately and it started to get a bit warmer. But because it's so open here and the wind's quite cold, cars going up to the start. The red S14, the clean one, and the plumber BMW. All right. Sandra, I don't know, bro. I don't think she's here. I haven't seen the car yet. Look at all these jackets I'm wearing. But I'm nice and cozy now. Got the whole grandstand to myself. Back to drift mode! Jalebi. Spin and shuts down the run. The previous looked like hers. It was an S14 before. Ibrahim Yukaibis with his S15. Out the zones very nicely there from Yukaibis, coming around. Could have been a bit deeper on that clip. Across the line and fills out the outer zone before the finish line nicely. You can, Andy, but you need a roll cage. I did ask the same thing about the Lexus. You can actually come and practice here in the week. I think Enver told us that it's 50 euros to drift all day from 9 until, I think it was 8 o'clock, but I could be wrong. But you have to, because they do drift lessons here at this track, and Enver told me they do drift lessons 7 days a week, and they're fully booked, he told me. So you'd have to work yourself driving on track with the drift school. I don't know how it actually works. When I see Enver again, I'll ask him. Slamming into the wall. Thank God for that. I don't want any driver to have a bad accident today before the event. That's gonna ruin your week. When they drew the lines of the track, I didn't finish my story before because I got sidetracked. They used rope, which was really, it's quite clever to be honest, because the rope gives a nice, you can make the rope bend really nicely and have a nice, you see how clean the turns are all the way around, and then they just paint alongside the rope, which I found it to be quite a decent way to do the lines. Because you get these nice swooping bends and it looks really nice. The iPhone's not that great at night. It's very grainy. Next run. Look how smoky the track is. And the wind sort of died down to push the smoke out of the track. There is a little bit of wind still though, as you can see it all moving. But it was a lot windier before. Oof, it's cool. Look at that building now. Fully lit up. Waiting for the next run. Yep, the wind's picking up as soon as I open my mouth. Oh. You would think I'm in some freezing country. You'd never think I'm in the Mediterranean. Woo! A little bit chilly up here. Another car going up to the start line. We've got an S15 and another S15. I think the second it's Alexis Harris in the white S15 and it's Andreas Wax in the S14.5 right there, both running 2JZs. There, sorry, I'm not even filming the track. I was filming the sky for a second then. So we're going to see some runs now by Alexis Harris and Andreas Wax. They've just gone up to the start line and they're going to heat up their tires right behind that building there. You can see Wax sort of just pull towards the start line. We can change positions if you'd like. I can go sit on that grandstand right there and they'll come out sideways, but it's not very high up there. Here it's like the best view of the track. Let's go, people. Got Celebi, S15. Too much angle there. It's such a shame that they're drifting over the white lines. The marshals spent hours painting the track today, getting it absolutely perfect. Good thing is the lines are there now so they can just paint over them. They're like, look, he's just drifting to segments that aren't even in the drift. Hang on there, mate. Yeah, bro. There you can see Alexis Harris heating up his tires there. Loads of smoke coming off the start line. I think probably the next run will be Alexis Harris. Now, if you're wondering how the drivers are racing, Alexis Harris and our guys, CH Loizu, Eftigios, Wax, Pepsis, Papudas, and whoever else is coming. I think Simos Tikis is coming. They're racing because it's a drift challenge. It's not a championship. So it's a challenge, so it's able for all of the racers to race. I think that's Alexis Harris on the start. Let's go. He's coming down. Oh, it might not be him actually. Who is it? It's the Plumber BMW. That's who that is. Came in on a completely wrong line. Very shallow through the first part, but it is his first run of the evening. The track should be a bit more grippy now, as a few people have done some runs and some semi-slick is laid into the track. And most of the dust is, well, that bit there is definitely going to be dusty. But most of the dust from the construction of the building of the track has gone now. I think the next car will be Alexis Harris. I forgot this guy actually went up there with the Plumber BMW. He goes straight back up to the start line after doing a little bit of a cool down run there. Who do we have next? I can hear the car reversing into the start line. That doesn't sound like Alexis Harris. It's Celebi. Wow, way too wide there. Come off track with the whole car. Transitions go around, but it's quite a shallow line, very far away from the outside clips. Transitions nowhere near the inside clip there. Pushes the car out, tries to get it to the outer zone, but I don't think he quite makes it. Comes across transitions again across the track. But he's just too far away from the clipping zones. Maybe he got that last one. He goes straight back up to the start line as well. I think we need to see the red S14. I haven't seen that do a run yet. When we came yesterday night, this outer wall was running all of the track around. They've changed it now. Plumber coming in with the BMW. Not fast enough. Pull the handbrake a bit and get back on the racing line. That's nowhere near the zones. If I was him, I would pull the handbrake, get right into the deep outside zone and power off from there. So at least I'm on the right line and I can do... It's like you waste your tires like this being so far away from the zones. I do understand it's his second run of the night and he needs to find the feeling of the track. But yeah. He's going up to the pits. Probably needs to change a set of tires. We're waiting to see runs from Alexis Harris with the white S15 running at 2JZ at 960 horsepower. Then we're waiting to see a run from Andreas Wax rocking his S14.5 with a 2JZ. I think Wax is around the 850 horsepower mark. It's probably a fresh engine, different than last year. We have Celebi again coming in with the S15. Whoop, takes out the cone. 2 wheels out, transitions across the track, nowhere near the zone. Pushes the car around the track, transitions in his zone, but he's way too far away from it. I'd love to go get into an S15 and try this layout out. I think these cars are rocking SR20s. Definitely sounds like an SR. Okay, now I can see Alexis Harris heating up his wheels. Just behind that building there. If we're lucky, we'll just get a little glimpse of him. He's actually gone into the start line now, so we'll get to see Alexis Harris's car. With the new livery of his dealership, JDMHQ in Nicosia. Just wait a little bit as they put the drivers onto the start line, get them lined up correctly, and give him the lights for him to go. Can hear him, there we go. Alexis Harris' first run of the night. He comes into the parking way too fast. And not fast enough to get to the outside zone. It's his first run of the evening though. Transitions across the track there. Needs to push the car way more to get into the deeper zones of the track. Transitions. Not bad around this turn, but he does need to push the car to the outer edges of the track. First run there by Alexis Harris this evening with his S15 2JZ. Rocking beautiful S15 front lights. I love the lights. They look really cool. Looks like he's going to do a cool down lap and probably go straight back up to the start line. See, Alexis Harris is driving back on the cool down, driving the outside line, checking where he needs to put the car. Here he should have gone a bit wider around the turn so that you could see the clips. Coming round, he needs to be, where's my hand? He needs to be right over here somewhere. Right where that cone is, that's where the clip is. Bro, the lights are so nice, man. I really like them with the little, they're like a nice modern twist on the S15 lights. Yeah, for sure they're aftermarket ones. I mean, the original S15 lights, they must be around €1,000 a light by now. They used to be around 1,500 for a pair 10 years ago. Andreas Wax 2JZ comes in. First run of the night, scraps his speed. I don't think he actually came in fast enough for the first outside clip. He's also driving around the track, hits the car back out sideways again. Just to get a feel of the track, transitions there. Needs to push the car to the outside of the track though. Where are you going? Where are you going? Andreas is Wax's first run of the night. Needs to go back up to the start line. Yeah, I've seen the daylights in them. They're really cool, bro. I really like them. If I had an S15 street car, I would definitely buy a set of those lights. How much were those lights? 400 or 500 euros for the set. Or cheaper than that. I can hear something with it. Oh, almost knocked my bottle off the top of the grandstand. Can hear some LS thing over here. What do we have? We've got Kerim Besoksan with the LS. We have CH Loizu there. And we have Plummer with the BMW. And we also have Ibrahim Yukaibis with his BMW. I'm sure he was driving an S15 before. Celebi coming into the parking. shut down the line there, struck too much speed. Yeah, he spun out there as well on the clip. Jeez, damn, it's cold. It's come that time that I need to put my hands in my pockets because I can't feel them anymore. The hand that's holding the phone is just frozen in the shape of holding the phone, and I'm just going to leave it like that. We've got Plummer with the BMW going up to the start line. CH Loiso going up to the start line. Kerim Besoksan going up to the start line with the S15 LS. And then finally, we should have Yukaibis going up with his BMW. He's been stopped right there. Maybe it's enough cars up at the start line for now. Nope, they've sent Yukaibis up there as well. Once they fit the lights on this row right here, then we'll have enough light to see this turn. They're building the lights right now as we speak. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 poles here that need lights to go on them. And then we have 1 light and 3 lights on the top of the judging tower that need to be activated. And they'll probably put maybe 1, 2, 3 more lights showing onto the track so that we can see, because it's quite dark in this area. But they haven't quite finished yet. They're still finishing off the judging tower as well. Once the judging tower is finished, there'll be heating up there, and that's probably where I'm going to ask to go and film from. Let's put in the zoom lens so we don't miss the next run. There we go. Oh no, he's heating up his tires. Got excited then for a second. Seats look okay, bro. Oh, you can't even see them, it's so dark. They're okay, but for anyone coming down this weekend as a spectator, bring a cushion with you, because I think your ass will go numb eventually by the end of the weekend. Nice little cushion though. We've got a backrest, so Alexis Harris doesn't quite flick it out to the first inner clip. Outer clip, sorry. Misses these clips around here. Transitions, does get the inside clip. Now throws it onto the outside line. Pushes the car, looks like he got that zone. Yeah, there we go. Harris is on the right line now, pushing his car to the outer edges of the track. Here he could have been a little bit deeper for that zone there. Looks like he claimed the zone in front of the wall. Pedal to the metal with anti-lag across the finish line. Brrr, brrr. These cars that make this sound, brrr, brrr, they remind me of drift masters. If I close my eyes, I'm right there. Alexis Harris just doing a cool down lap. Driving around again on the outside line, just checking where the clipping zones are, where he needs to put the car. So a quick update. Just notice how I look. We have this weekend come down. As I said, bring a cushion for the bottoms of the seats, and bring a jacket. I'm wearing 3 jackets and I'm still quite cold. Hands are freezing. Definitely bring gloves. Wear some tracksuit bottoms, something warm so that you don't feel uncomfortable throughout the drift. Let's go back to the next run. Andreas Wax not coming in fast enough there. Transitions for the inner clip. Needs to push the car to the outside of the track. Once Andreas Wax figures out the initiation with the first clip, the rest of the track it should be much easier, because if you don't come in here with your full power to get out to this outside zone, you're not going to have enough speed to do the rest of these outside clips. So until the drivers figure out the initiation point, then we'll start seeing some really good runs happening. Next car coming down, it's CH Loizu. He pushes the car, but it could have been a little bit more deeper to reach the outer zone there. He claims that outer zone. Looks like he could have been a bit deeper on those two zones. Transitions for the inner clip, gets that pretty well. Pushes the car out to the outside zones now. Let's see how he does around here. Puts one wheel out and claims the cone. Transitions across the track. Looks like he scrapped a lot of speed, did a little bit of a straight in there, but gets to the outside zone. Pushes the car around, but he needs to stay more on the outside line around this bit so that you can get the last zone, which is right there before the finish line. CH Loizu going straight back up to the start line. I wonder if they've got any food going on. I am starving. I wouldn't mind something nice and hot. Plummer with the BMW entering the track now. Has pushed the car out more, but still has a little bit of a way to go. He's running two of a shallow line around this turn. Inside clip. Transitioned a little bit too early then and didn't quite make it to the outside of the line there. And across the line. Much better run than before, but he needs to push it just a little bit more on initiation to get to those outside zones and then really force the car to stay on the outside line apart from the inner clip. He has taken out some cones right there where he must have gone two wheels of his front wheels out. The marshal's running across the track to get to the cones so that the drivers don't lose any time from practice. Guys, I'm going to have a little break, 2 seconds. I'm just going to have a... I just want to put my hands in my pockets for a little bit so they warm up. Let's put the ultra wide so that you can see a little bit of the track. I see some cars pulling in at the far end of the track. I think Pepsi's has just arrived on the trailer, so they should be coming for practice pretty soon. And I wonder if any of the other drivers have arrived, apart from Pepsi's team. Oh, my hands. Just give me a couple of seconds, guys. I just need to warm up my hand. It's absolutely frozen. Tomorrow, if I come down tomorrow, which I doubt it, to be honest. I'm quite busy tomorrow at home. But I'm going to try and come down on Friday because I want to speak to Connor Falvey and see what we're going to plan for media this weekend. And yeah, I'm going to bring gloves with me next time. 1 second, people, I will film the run. It's Kerim Besov, son. Very fast car, but he's not on the Now he's pushed it to the outer line. A little bit of a correction, straightened. Oof, that was a good save. I think he would have gone quite close to the wall otherwise. All right, people, I'm back. Andy, I don't know what time practice finishes, bro. I have no idea. It started at 4, so I would imagine they're gonna drift until, what time is it now? It's 6:30. And imagine until 9:10 maybe. I mean, cars are still arriving, so I wouldn't be surprised if we go until 12. Yeah, bro, I definitely need gloves. It's the hand that holds the phone that gets too cold. To be honest, my other hand's in my pocket. I wasn't planning on live streaming today, but then I thought, why not? Well, we have a twin. It's Alexis Harris and CH Loizo. Alexis Harris is leading. CH Loizo gets caught a little bit far behind. Has to cut the line a little bit so he can catch up with Harris. I wouldn't do that if I was personally driving. I would actually just concentrate on the clipping boxes and the lines, and I'd concentrate on twins another day. Alexis Harris pushes out to the outer zone there. CH Loizo has made the dive, but needs to push a little bit harder to get onto his doors. Running a little bit of a shallower line than Alexis Harris, and then push those two cars over the finish line. I understand that it's good to get some twins in while you're practicing, but if I was driving, I would concentrate on my solo runs until I'm nailing every single clipping point 100% deep in like Drift Masters. Fill the zone up completely from start to finish, all the way in the zone until the line, and then later on, once I'm 100% confident with my solo runs, then I would move to twins. Because what happens and what I notice is whenever people do twins, before they've figured out all of the outside zones, they start to run like shallower lines and they move away from the clipping zone. And for me, this sort of like trains you to have a little bit of a bad habit. So I would concentrate more on the solo runs if I was a driver. But each to their own. Everybody has a different way they practice. So yeah, if it works for some people, it works for some people. I would do it a bit differently. CH Loizo and Alexis Harris went straight up to the start line. Hopefully we'll see the twin now with CH Loizo leading and Alexis Harris chasing, since they are doing their twin runs. Whoops. Andreas Wax, again not coming in fast enough, so he'll have the wrong line for the rest of the run, unless he pulls the handbrake a little bit and pushes the car back onto the racing line. I think they'll be building it soon, Andy. Whee! Basically, I was speaking with Enver Haskasap, who is the owner of all of this stuff that we see here in front of us, and he showed me that they have around 12 different layouts for this year. Some layouts are absolutely wild that I saw. So I think they will start to make them for sim racing as well. It's only a matter of time. This is a new track layout. They only painted the lines today, and they figured out the layout last night. When we came down, we were watching them as they were figuring out the layout and everything and what they had to do. I mean, they had the layout on their phone. They were just drawing the lines out and making sure the zones are in the correct places and everything. We have Yukaibis in his, sounds like an LS powered BMW. Vale Mason hashtag. Andy, να ρωτήσω τον Ενβέρ μετά από να τον δω. 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100 Απλώς λίγο busy απόψε, as you can imagine. Ukaibi's going straight up to the start line. Since I'm almost at the top of the grandstand now, the walk isn't that far. Let's go check the pits and see who else has arrived, so we know who we're going to watch later on this evening. So, Enver Haskasap's car is now there, next to Ahmed's S13. The rest of the boys are all in the track. Glamour with his BMW. No, quick. Very close to the front. Whoa. See what I mean about bad habits? Like, just shut down the run, go straight up to the start line, because you're just wasting tires, and do the run again and try and get a better line on your next run. And across the line, let's walk down here a little bit more. Over there is the pits. Some more cars have arrived, but they're not that many. Over here, all of the pits up here is the international drivers. They seem to be all in the track. And I wonder if the dyno's opened. Have I mentioned that they have a dyno at the racetrack? That door right there is the dyno. They were tuning some cars last night, that's why we came down here. And over here is them building the... Ooh, I do not like heights. That big balcony right there is the balcony for the VIP section. The top floor of the orange building is the judging tower. This white building in front of us is the canteen. There's a canteen on the first floor as well, and on the second floor there's an inside bit to the balcony of the VIP area. Let's go back down to the seat. Andreas Wax, they've got El Torero there on the laptop tuning the car, so they might have some problems with the car. That's probably why he can't push the car all the way to the outside line, because Andreas Wax has been driving very well this year and last year, putting the car in the zones. So I am a little bit surprised, so I'm not... he is doing some tuning. Enver's down there, so he's going to start driving soon. I wonder how long it took them to take down this grandstand and then rebuild it again, because this thing is like, when you look at the scaffolding underneath, it's crazy complicated how they build these things. I mean, it's probably not complicated for them, but it looks like that for me. Cars going up to the track. Oh, we've got Youssef with the Goodyear S15 right there. We have... Is that an A90 Supra? Yes, that's an A90 Supra. Another S15. The Urku brothers going up. Eftigio's going up in the red BMW. Ukaibi's going up with the BMW. And this car here is the GT86, I think, of Bekir in carbon Kevlar that they were tuning it last night on the dyno. Now it's going to start to get interesting. The runs. There's a lot more cars on the start line. Hopefully we'll have a lot more drifting and not so many breaks in between until drivers go up to the start line. Thank you, James, for the feedback on the commentary. Nice to know I'm doing a decent job. I wish I knew all of the drivers' names so I could do a better job at the live stream, but I don't know all of the new drivers. I remember the older drivers' names, but some of those guys aren't racing anymore, and there's a whole influx of new drivers. So as the season progresses, I'll start to learn the names, what engines they have. I mean, there hasn't been a moment today where everybody's been parked in the pits with their engine bay open so I can go have a quick sneak peek and check what engines they're running and talk to the drivers and see what horsepower they're running so I can give you guys some more feedback. But I'll sort all of that out this weekend. But I will be concentrating on the two drivers that I will be covering. I'll be covering CH Loizu Garage and Connor Falvey from Driftmasters. So I'm going to be concentrating on those two people and maybe won't be doing another live stream for the rest of the weekend unless they do some practice on Friday. Gofki, it's so cold. Now we're just waiting while they sort them out on the start line. They're going to organize the cars because a few cars went up there now. There must be at least 7 to 10 cars on the start line. They're arranging them up there so everybody gets a couple of runs each until the next group comes up to the start line. Getting the drivers that need to heat up their tires in the right place. There's a car that looks like it's leaving. Oh, it's the S14 that I wanted to have. I wanted to watch this car. I like it. It's completely clean, no stickers on the car. S14A. We didn't get to see a run from this guy. Maybe he has some engine trouble going on. We're waiting still to see the run with CH Loizu leading, and that's the run right now. We have CH Loizu entering the track. Could have been a bit deeper on the first outside clip. They transition. Alexis Harris has shut down the run and he's exited the track. CH Loizu continues around the track, gets the out of zone, transitions for the clip. Looks like he got it. Pushes the car. Ow! Saved there by CH Loizu as he realized that he did something wrong there and shut down the run and just stopped it in time before going into the wall. CH Loizu, where is he going? He's going back to the pits, maybe to get another set of tires on the car. So we don't get to see the twin between CH Loizu and Alexis Harris. They go back up to the pits to sort out their cars, change tires. Now we move to the next drivers, which I don't know who it is next because they're behind this thing, so I can't really see who's lined up on the start. But we have, I think it's Kerim Besok's son with the LS15, pushing the car up to the outer zone. Needs to push it much more on that clip as he transitions. Looks like he could have been deeper in the inner clip there. Ooh, straightens the car. Maybe we can do commentary one day together, bro. You never know. I think me and you should go on a holiday together and go watch Driftmasters and do a nice commentary together, both of us, on the live. And do a commentary of a drift practice, because we can't actually live stream the official event because Red Bull does that. But it would be quite fun to do one together. You can just see sparks shooting out of the wall right there where the guy's welding the pipe for the lights. It's crazy how much they've been working, these guys, to get this running. They're over there, they're running electrics inside the canteen to get that up and running. We move over to the next run. Yukaibis. Is it Yukaibis in this car? I mean, it is Yukaibis BMW. He was rocking an S15 before, doing some really good runs with the S15. I filmed this car on the street parade that they did last year. The amount of fireballs spitting out of the back of his exhaust. He must have some issues with the engine or something. He's going back up to the pits, maybe to run it on the laptop, check out the data, see what's going on with the car. It does look like it looks like it's a little bit bogged down. have next? Plummer with the BMW. Yeah, we should definitely bro. Maybe on the next race or the following race, but we have to do it in the next couple of races because I'm off to Europe for the whole of the summer holidays. He made another track, this guy. Almost rocking up 2 hours on the live stream. Plummer going back up to the pits. I want to watch some of the other drivers come down that we haven't seen do a run yet. See how I want to see how the tracks change basically from the first runs where it was very dusty, the track, it was very slippery. Now there should be enough semi-slick down there for it to be gripping up a little bit. Who do we have here in the Drift New car? Maybe we have Enver's wife in the S15 of Drift New. Just doing the first run, checking out where all the points are, getting a feel of the track and the grip levels, and going back up to the start line probably to do a better run on the second run. A little bit of a messy initiation from Kerim Desoksan coming in with the LS powered S15. It's so nice to see like the evolution of drifting in Cyprus. I've been filming drifting in Cyprus for the last 15 years. I've been filming his father drift. Now it's the sons getting into the driving position. And it's such a cool thing to see because like I've known these guys, like this kid, he must have been, I don't know, like 6-7 years old when I first met him, and now he's driving an LS powered S15. It's so cool to see. The same with Ela Coco. Like Ela Coco's son came to the Ela Coco Jr., that is, he came to Drift Day. I've been taking pictures of him since he was 4 or 5 years old when he was coming to the drift races with his dad, and seeing them grow up and now sit in the driving seats. It's so cool to see it happen. Just following in their footsteps of their parents in the drift scene. Who is this? This is one of the Aeroplu brothers, rocking an S13. Ilker is crazy. Okay, thank you for his name, bro. Ilker Pesok. Timmy just helping us out with some of the names of the drivers. Sorry about that, I pressed something by accident on my screen. Yeah, the viewing from this area is the best because you can see the whole track. There is that grandstand over there, but there's already quite a few people sitting there, and I'm just going to drive them nuts talking all the time. I've been talking for 2 hours already. into the track with a little bit more speed to be able to push the car to the outer zones. Second run for tonight by, I think it's Enver's wife, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's Enver, to be honest. Enver would be throwing down some insane runs now. Guys, it's getting quite windy. Oof, I need to move a little bit. Freezing. James, if you're watching, can you remind me what the temperatures are that I can deal with? Celebi with the S15, probably rocking an SR20 from the sound of it. Have a spin, shut down the run on the inside clip there. Yeah, 23 to 27 Celsius, that's what temperatures I'm comfortable in. Anything other than that, and I'm either freezing cold or I'm boiling hot. The good thing is the summer hasn't come yet. To be honest, I think I prefer to be cold than absolutely boiling hot. Because filming a drift championship in 45 degrees, it gets to you very quickly. Filming a drift championship in colder weather, I'm not talking about snow or anything, but like this sort of weather, much more manageable, because now I'm sitting down doing a live stream, but normally I'd be running around and I would be absolutely at a great temperature right now. I think I'm even shaking the live stream a little bit. Don't know who this driver is. Needs to push the car out a lot more to get to the outer zones and across the line. Let's do some jumping, just get some blood flowing in my legs. Just doing a cool down lap and heading back up to the start line. Next run. Who is this? Ah, it's one of the Aeroclub brothers. A little bit of a correction there. Pushes the car out to the outer zone, transitions. A little bit delayed on putting the throttle down there. Thus doesn't get those two outer zones. A little bit shallow over the finish line. God damn! Where did I put my chocolates? I'm wearing so many jackets that I've put it in my inner jacket on the inside of my... I can't even get to it. Oh God, guys. Oh, it's not even in these pockets. It's in the pockets of my hoodie. Damn it. One second, people. I need to zip up my jacket. wife probably again coming around with the Drift new S15. Timmy, do you know what engine this car is rocking? It sounds like it's an SR20. I would imagine his wife still, because I think the car just went straight up to the start line. Getting the hang of it now a bit, getting more comfortable behind the wheel. If I remember correctly, Enver's wife used to drive a 350Z, so it must be a bit of an upgrade driving an S15. Yeah, I thought it might be an SR20. They have a distinctive sound. Aeroclub brother coming in, S13. Needs to push the car way more to the outside zone. A little bit deeper, another 50 centimeters to get that zone. Here he's about 1.5 meters away from the clips. I think this is one of the Aeroclub brothers. The two guys that have the S13s. The two brothers that have the S13s, sorry. Oh no, where did that chocolate go? There it is. Ah, Jalal, yeah. Well, I'll stuff another chocolate in my mouth. It's Jalal, and who's the other brother? Salebi. Oktay, yeah, that's it. I remember now. Thank you, bro. Big up to Timmy helping us in the chat with the names. Thank you. Whee! Niyazi. All right, bro. It said it on the side of the car, and I think on the driver's door maybe, so I thought it might be his name. If the drivers watch this live when they go home, I'm sorry for the names. It's going to take me a little bit of a while to get used to. Niyazi. I need to remember this. Oh, that's a nice run. Nice line there. Come off a little bit the racing line though. Misses that outer zone. Transitions. Quite a lot of angle there. Might have scrapped a lot of his speed doing that. Chucks it back out sideway. Ah, so Celebi is the surname. Ah, okay. Thank you, bro. Nayazi Celebi. I'm okay. Oh, there's no lights. There's a power cut at the track. Somebody must have tripped. Wow, it's pitch black when the lights go out here. Thank God a run wasn't happening when that happened, because that would have been a bit sketchy for the driver. There we go. The power's back on half of the track, and then the full track is back up with lights. I'm okay with a power bank. Thanks for offering though, bro. I'm at 72%. I'm still charging. I have a power bank actually plugged in at the moment. If you come, bro, I'm sitting on the sort of the top of the grandstand, but I will be live streaming, so I might drive you a bit nuts with the yeah, even that closed down as well. I will turn off the live stream soon and go and get a bit warm in the car, and then I'll do a live stream a bit later on when the more drivers are practicing. Yeah, bro, you're welcome. Come up and you can tell me some of the drivers' names. That would be a great help. Timmy is also racing. That's how I met him last time. We came last year in 2025 on the final when Dwayne McKeever, Conor Falvey, and who else came? My memory is shocking. And I met Timmy at that race. So meet so many people through drifting. It's absolutely amazing. Let's see who's on the start line, because I can hear a car. Oh, we've got a few cars lined up now. So Yukaibis is back with the BMW right there. Then we've got one of the Drift New cars from the training, I think. It's a little bit dark, I can't exactly see who that one is, but it's another BMW. And then the car in front of that is the purple S14 that we saw before drifting. The pits look very dark over there. I don't think they've managed to get power back to the pits yet. And I'm losing a little bit of my internet connection. And there's wife coming in with the S15 SR20. I don't need a power bank, bro. No, I'm okay, bro. Thank you. Okay, so the blue BMW is Duran. And as Timmy tells us in the chat, he's a new driver and it's his first race. So that's really cool to see some new drivers joining the Cyprus for drifting. Or it's actually quite nice walking a little bit and getting some blood flowing in my body. Oh, I'm much warmer when I'm moving around. Look at that building now, it's super lit up. I could tell you, you don't want to drop anything down there. Look how far down that is. Who do we have next? Whoa, he came in flying. One of the, it's either Oktay or Jelal Eroklu, the brothers. To be at least 50 centimeters to 80 centimeters deeper in that zone. Completely misses that zone there. Pushes the car and comes up a little bit shallow across the finish line. He did a little bit of a weird flick towards the end there. Definitely gonna go get something to eat soon. I've got a nice piece of cake in the car. The green is Jelal and the orange is Oktay. Alright, that helped me out. The green is Jelal. So now we saw Jelal. And maybe the orange is up at the start with Oktay inside. Just waiting for the next car. There's a car that's going to the pits. I think it's Enver's wife. She's probably going up to change tires. Next car coming down. Oh, maybe It's Youssef. With his Goodyear S15. Youssef Çocuk. And I think his brother is driving the GT86. It was white last year. I don't know if he's made any upgrades this year. It's nice to see both the brothers behind the wheel. Youssef Çocuk just doing a drive around the track, checking out all of the zones. What I would do is I would drive exactly on the racing line to see where the zones are and where I need to put the car. If you ever watch Driftmasters, if you see James Dean do this, he does it. He just drives around the track exactly on where he wants to put the car when he does his next run. They've both upgraded their engines, Youssef Çocuk and his brother. What's his brother's name, Spro? Remind me again. The car on the start, heating up its tires to the next run. At Altan, yes, that's right. I completely forgot it. Altan Çocuk with the GT86, and Youssef Çocuk is with the S15 yellow with the Goodyear on the side. His father, I think, owns a tire business. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Goodyear dealership. Yeah, I remember. I think I've passed it once. I think I remember seeing his car outside the shop. That's what made me think that that's what business they do. All right. We have the A90 Supra initiating far too early into the track. He's also... Who is this driver with the A90 Supra, bro? That car looks really nice. I haven't seen it from up close, but it looks really cool. And their father drives rally, yeah. Yeah, I've met both the mother and the father. I've known them for a few years now as Youssef was driving in the beginning. That's when I met them. Then I saw Adlan driving. Mehmet Yazgan. Wow, this car, Timmy tells us, has been built by Daigo Saito. A90 Supra. It looks very nice. Let's quickly run and watch it drive where there's lights and I can see a little bit of the car because it's pitch black right there. He comes into park. Maybe he needs to check something on the car. Wow, that looks really cool. I like it in red. It looks vicious, the front of that car. Run back quickly. The lights have come on in the pits now. Next car we have Youssef Çocuk. Needs to push the car out to the outer zone a bit more, but it is his first run of the evening. I think Youssef is running a 2JZ. Pushes the car to the outer zone, but misses that flip there. And pushes the car across the finish line. That's the first run from Youssef Çocuk. So he's done his first run to see basically the track, and now I think he's going to start to push the car to the outer zone and get more comfortable with the layout. Got a marshal running in the track right there. There must be, yes, there's a cone on the outer clip over there that's on the floor. They make sure the cones are up on every single run so that all the drivers have a fair practice and they know where all the outside zones are. I think there might be a bumper on the floor there, that thing in the middle. That's what probably took out the cones. All the cones have a marking on the floor where they need to go, so they're always in the same place. That cone that he's holding needs to go on the clip. Now he picks up the bumper of Youssef Çocuk. I'm surprised they've done lines for the clipping zones. Like it's just a cone and then there's a line from that cone into the track about, I don't know, maybe it was about, they've all sort of been scrubbed away from the tire being put down on the track. But I thought they would be boxes. Maybe they will do boxes on the actual event. Okay, who do we have next coming in? BMW in carbon Kevlar that says Boss on the side of the door. Alright bro, I'll see you when you're here, man. I'm sitting at the sort of top of the grandstand. I'm alone, so you can't miss me. Wow, this guy filled the track up with smoke. Look at that. I wonder how that's going to be throughout the weekend. If there's not enough of a breeze going on, I wonder if the smoke, when they come in and they do this part around here, if the smoke stays here when on their return coming back to these clips and these turns, if it will make it harder for the drivers if the smoke stays within the track. But as you see at the moment, it's coming towards us basically. The wind's changed and now it's blowing towards me and all of this smoke is coming towards us. Because I've been filming drifting for so long, I can even tell sometimes the make of the tire from the smell that comes off the tire. It's ridiculous. I can smell Tri-Ace, and I think I can smell some Raikön as well. Two hours, 24 minutes into the live. Got another car coming down to do a run. I can't tell who it is. I think it's Bekir. I think that's Bekir in his carbon Kevlar GT86. Doing his first run of the night as they tuned the car on the dyno last night. Pushes the car to the outside zone there. Needs to get more on the outer zone for the last turn before the finish line. But it is his first run of the night. And after, I think the car is a fresh build. It was on the dyno last night. I didn't get to watch any of the runs because Enver took us on a really cool tour of this area, which was a lot of fun last night. I was shocked with what I saw. It's crazy, the level over here. Am I still alone up here? Yes, I am. Okay, who's coming down now? Pops and Bangs. flying in. It must be Eftigios or Baputas because they both have a red car. BMW E46 that is. I have a feeling it's Eftigios' car. Flicks, claims that so nice. Transitions. Needs to be way deeper in these clips over here. And across the line. I think that might be Eftigios. How I can tell the difference between them because they're both red E46s and it's also almost the same shade of red. Eftigios, on his back windows, he has a sticker from an exhaust company, and that's what I differentiate the cars with at the moment until they're livered up. I need a little tripod so I can put you guys like, oh maybe, oh no, that blocked the camera completely. I wonder if I can put you guys like this. There's no way that's gonna stay. I don't really want my phone falling off the grandstand because like that's perfect, but we have this piece of metal in the way. Oh, I wonder if that's not gonna work. Can I do that? I just want to put my hands in my pockets for a little bit. Oh, that sounds like I know that car. Yusef Chukuk needs to do a way more aggressive initiation so he can push his car out to that first outside zone. But it is his second run of the evening. How you doing, bro?
How are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm freezing sitting here.
How are you?
I'm good, bro. Can I sit here? So Timmy is now sitting next to me, and he's gonna just help me a little bit with the live.
Yep, I will.
So that's great. Thanks for telling me the names and stuff because I feel a bit lost with the
I could
drivers.
translate into Russian. I know full Russian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know that some Russians are there.
Ah, really?
Because you have a community for street racing there.
Yeah. We have a lot of Russians and.
Yeah, I just see. Who's been driving the E46, the red one?
The red one, it's either Eftigios or Baputas. There's two of them that came.
Are they both 1052 or?
I don't know, bro. I need to go and check. I didn't check any of the engines yet because it's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And we didn't do our first race.
Yeah.
Because it got cancelled because of this disease with the cows. So I didn't see any of the cars yet, and people made new builds and stuff, and I have no idea what's going on.
I heard the right one going around now. So just I'm building everything as well. Yeah, that's what
Guys, give me a second. I'm just gonna something to drink. You're not driving with me.
I'm gonna finish tomorrow. The guy said it for the start, benefit, or and they're saying it's still in customs. The UPS says it's customs.
Customs can take a long time.
His name is Abdullah,
Apo. This driver we're driving now is Apo. Guys, I will be back with you in a second. Need to find a place to put this phone.
Like even this one.
Oh, that would have been perfect if it was that size.
If you want like.
That's okay, bro. I've got one in my pocket. Look at
Oh,
this.
like-
Look at this power bank he brought. It's absolutely massive. It's like a brick.
Well, like if the lights goes off.
Bro, could you hold 1 second while
Of course I can.
while I roll quickly?
Like this.
And unplug it if you want. So it's
Yeah, no, it's
charged. And you can just zoom in. Actually,
Yep.
stop. Press here. And we telephoto and it zooms it
Opa.
in.
Yep.
So you've got Timmy doing the live stream now.
Yeah. What are the names?
With the names that he actually knows the drivers.
Mostly, yeah. Like I don't know the South guys because I can't say them their name.
Yeah, I have the same problem with you guys. If you want,
No,
can...
you do great.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell the live who you are, what you do. You're
Like-
a drifter.
New drifter. I just did one race. I'm driving E46 330 Ci with an M54 B30 engine, dual ones. But now I'm switching to M50 turbo. Like the South guys, Theodoros as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you in semi-pro?
Yeah, I am. This guy is back here. It's like. Is like the former champion of us here, and like the most of like Diyucabaş, the Ibrahim.
Yeah.
His Silva is his Silva.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, his former car, the champion car, I think. And like if you remember the Rüzgar, the 12 years old guy,
Yeah.
his former car was his as well.
Oh, okay.
But Rüzgar switched to 2JZ fully sequential, like Silvia, if you don't see him.
Ah, all right.
Like he's the driver of Saloon.
Ah, yes, I saw it before S15. I
Yeah,
think.
they're both S15, and there's like R34 of the Errol with the RB30.
Yes, I remember Errol.
It's a new team.
He was orange, I think, the car.
Yeah,
Errol.
yeah, like reddish,
Yeah.
orange. And now, like, we're supposed to. There's insider information. He wanted to switch to F22 BMW, well,
Yeah.
J and all, but something went wrong. Yeah,
This is Eftichios. Eftichios now pushing the car to all of the outer zones. Pops and bangs fireballs coming out of the bonnet. Here he can be a little bit deeper in the zone. And across the finish line and through the last clip. Ah, he's doing good. He was a bit worried in the beginning when he saw the first initiation and this first couple of clips on the wall. He told me maybe I will not be able to get my car out there.
He's insane.
And I said to him, just go and drive it and see how it is. And you can see he's doing really well now. So all of his...
Like, can I have a permission to go him? Like, to talk with him?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Like, you said that, like, that...
They will be
area
all
is
there.
like-
Yeah, we will go together and I'll introduce you to the drivers.
Yeah, now the Kaira and I think it's from South.
Yeah, it's
Chiras,
Alexis
Chiras.
Harris, yeah. Harris.
Harris.
Yeah.
Like,
S15
we say Chiras
Tuche
when
said.
there's C and H, it's like
Yeah.
Chiras for us. That's why, like,
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, they just finished building this car. It's like 960 horsepower.
yeah, he said it. Like last year, he
yeah.
said like it's around 1,000. Wife of the Enver.
Enver's wife. What's her
Jalal
name?
Bozbeyli.
What's Enver's wife's name?
Cemre.
Cemre.
Yes. Jalal Bozbeyli is a former champion as well, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure. LS6 B90
E92.
I don't know the green silver because he's new one.
Yeah.
The Touran.
Touran is in the UKIB's BMW.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
They sold to the Touran.
Really?
Yeah, but he kept in the theme. That one is the Rusgar. It's 12 years old, like the door open.
This
it's
guy
like
here.
12 years old.
The car with the S15 with the door open is 12 years old. Wow, there's a lot of cars going in. Andreas Wax with the S14.5 right there as well.
Like the S15 is going there.
The S13, the black one, is my mechanic CH Loizu. Yeah, he's my sponsor.
E46.
Yeah.
It's M54.
I think so. I'm not very good with the BMW engines. I'm more Silvia.
Oh.
I am learning now the
Lexus, yeah?
Yeah, I have a Lexus because my Silvia broke.
Oh.
I made an engine and I was running it in and fuel mixed with the oil and it made the engine seize. I don't know, I didn't open, I didn't want to know. I spent so much money, I was like, fuck it, I will buy another car.
Like
CA.
Oh, CA.
CA, yeah.
That's hard to find here.
Yeah, bro, really hard. Even in Japan, it's rare engine.
Just get
I found out.
20.
I will do a V6 from a 350Z, so I don't have turbo.
35.
Yeah,
it's good as well.
it's a good one. Yeah, it's torquey, and I won't have a turbo, so I won't have any more things breaking all the time. The Lexus is too slow.
Yeah.
I'm clutch kicking
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. But it's very slow, bro. Like I'm clutch kicking like 50 times every lap.
Yeah.
Just to get the revs
up. I know
up.
you're like what you're feeling because like I have the the E46 as well. Like when it was not stripped out, it was not going.
Yeah. It's hard because last year when I was driving, maybe 3 years ago when I was driving the S13, I was driving and I was feeling competitive.
Don't you want to go pro? Like,
no, I don't want to race in the championship. I just like to race for fun.
I'm like, and when I think doing like the rookie race,
I asked him.
Cage.
Without the cage.
Yep. Like you just going like qualifying and do all qualifying things, and
cool.
he gives like score, and like there will be a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because like it's without a roll cage.
Yeah.
We think like we will do something like that, and it will be.
With the Lexus, I cannot drive competitively. I cannot get it in the box because of the speed. I just have to make a shallow line to continue driving sideways.
And the angle is like low.
I put some angle plates on it. Yeah. But yeah, once I get the Silvia running again, the S13.
The E46.
Yeah.
The guys from South.
Very slowly. Maybe he's finished his run now.
Like, it's suspiciously slow.
Yeah.
I hope nothing.
Yeah, me too.
Happened there.
I mean, he did 2 runs already, so maybe he ran out of tires.
Or maybe fuel.
Yeah, or fuel, yeah. Because he is coming very slow. Yeah, man. It's nice. Timmy actually left from his home and he drove to the track so you can sit next to me and explain to me some of the drivers, because I don't know all of the names, and because he's drifting in this scene out here, he knows the drivers, he knows some of the horsepower and engines that they're running, so it's a good help for me on the live. Let's see who's coming into the track now. I can't really see the car, it's so dark. Alright, it's the purple S14 we saw before. It's the 4th or 5th run of the evening. Pushing the car to the outside, transitioning across the track. Too much angle there, scrubbing the speed. Thus doing a shallow line around the last bend. As you saw when he transitioned here, too much angle, scrubbed the speed completely off the car. Want to see CH Loizo come down, Alexis Harris, and Wax to do a few more runs, see how their lines are doing now. Just keep filming the sky. I'm sorry, guys. When I'm zoomed in, if I move a little bit, it's the sky. I can do the wide lens and we'll just zoom in a little bit. They're sorting out the cars on the start line. I can see them organizing who's going to do the next run. And they're going to start heating up their tires. And I'm actually shivering from how cold I am. Ooh. All right, here we go. Coming in. And there's wife. Forgot the name already. Forgive me. Comes off track a little bit. Pushes the car back out sideways again. The track must be changing its grip levels, even though it's quite cold here, so the temperature of the track might not actually be that warm. There is quite a lot of semi-slick on the ground, so for the more underpowered cars, it's going to get, as the practice days progress, it's going to get stickier and grippier, especially during the day when the sun comes out and heats up the asphalt and all the semi-slick. It's going to become a bit harder for the underpowered cars. I think it's Alexis Harris heating up his tires with the 2JZ. That's what we can hear right now. I'm going to film this group of drifters that are on the start line. Once they've finished their runs, I'm going to shut the live off and I'm going to go sit in the car and put the heating on because I need to warm up. I'm starting to get quite cold. I'm even getting cold in my shoes and stuff, so we'll walk down to the pits. We'll check out the cars so I can get some heat in. Let's see, we have a twin. We have Alexis Harris leading, both missing the first clip. CH Lois. No, it's Ilker Pesok on the doors of Alexis Harris. Bit lost in the smoke there. Gaps opening, but Ilker is pushing. Trying to get back onto the doors of Alexis Harris as they come around the last turn. Ilker puts in a little bit of luck, but he stays on the doors of Alexis Harris. That was the best twin we've seen so far, with Alexis Harris leading and Ilker Pesok chasing. An insane chase run there for most of the run by Ilker Pesok. That was nice and exciting to watch. Yeah, bro, I remember that as well. I mean, it was a shallow line, especially for the first part. They need to go way more deeper into that first zone, which is right there. But that was an amazing chase there. I wonder how old Ilker is. When Timmy is back, we'll ask him. Oh, my hoodie's come off. No wonder my head's cold. My second hoodie of my jacket came off. I'd love a lovely, like, nice hot sandwich or something. Okay, next run. Hopefully it's Ilker Pesok leading. Oh no, it's not. It's the E92, the blue one. Who did he tell me it was? He's just checking the lines of the track as he drives around the track. First car rocking some neon lights this evening. He's doing a very slow drive around the track until we can get back to filming some drifting. Oh my god, guys. Alright, let's see who the next run's gonna be. They're still welding the light poles to the external fence, just getting them all. I can't believe how hard these people are working. They've been working since yesterday. I mean, obviously they've gone home and slept. Another shift has come in and they're continuing. Oh my god, I'm actually shivering. Let's move over to the next run. It's the BMW E92 coming in. Doesn't quite reach the outer zone. Oy. We'll let him be. It's his first run of the night. Needs to get a feel of the layout. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought we were going for a 360 then. That would have been really cool, actually, if he managed to pull a 360 and then go straight back into drifting. Saving his tires for the remainder of the run to go straight back up to the start line so he can do another run. Oof. If there's new people on the live that they want to come to the race, make sure you dress up warm. We're moving over to the next run. Who do we have? I think it's Andreas Wax filling outer zone 1 really nicely. Oh no, it's not Andreas Wax, it's the purple S14. I'm sorry guys, I can't see the cars. It's so dark on some sections of the track. Getting it to the outer zone, transitioning across the track, pushing the car to the outer zone. Could have been at least about 30 centimeters deeper on that zone and pushes it across the finish line. Yeah, for a second I thought the car was red. That's why I said it was wax. But then as it came into the light, I could see that it was purple. Got some fans on the grandstands cheering him on. Him or her. Doing another lap of the track just to bring down the temps a little bit maybe. Marshall coming through the track, just making sure all the cones are on their places they need to be. This car turns off and goes straight back to the pits. Now we move over to the next run. I want to see Ilke Besok leading and Alexis Harris chasing. We have CH Loizu up at the start. Andreas Wax is up at the start, and a few other drivers that I don't know the names. Now we have Enver's wife coming in with the S15 SR20. Very wide around the inside clip there. Pushes the car now a little bit, trying to get to the outer zones. Transitioning across the track. I don't know for sure, but I think Enver's wife currently on today's practice is the only woman drifter here. Very nice to see. I'd like to see more women join the Drift series in Cyprus, because it's cool to have so many new drivers come out, so it makes the sport really interesting. Oh. Come on guys, come do your drifting, because I need to go and get some food in me and I need to get warmed up again. I'm actually going to walk a little bit on the grandstand just so I make the blood travel around my body. Ilker Besok leading, Alexis Harris chasing. They come around. Alexis Harris needs to push much more to get onto the doors of Ilker Besok. A huge transition there from Harris, scrubbing out his speed and shutting down the run. Kicks it out sideways again, but Ilker is off, pushing his car around the track as Alexis Harris tries to catch up with him. And across the line. Let's carry on walking. I'm just going to check over here and see who else has arrived in the pits. Whoops. Oh, so the pits, the lights on the pits have turned off again. Can't see any new drivers. There's a few down. Oh wow, it's so dark, guys. We can't see anything down there. Ilker Besok going up to the pits, probably to change tires after they've done two twins. Next run, who do we have? We have Duran with the BMW that he has bought from Yukaibis, Timmy's told us. Car is looking a little bit better now. Before it was looked like it was bogging down a little bit, but now it looks like he can put his power down. Still waiting for CH Loizu Wax and a few other drivers to come down and do their runs. Almost 3 hours into the live stream. Duran just doing a cool down lap with his car before he goes back up to the start, I imagine. Heating up his tires, his front wheels probably, and he goes back up to the start. Here, quite a lot of cars on the start line. Who do we have now? Wow, this car sounds beastly when it comes out. It's a BMW E92. push his car out way further to the outside line. Transitions for the inner clip, but needs to be way deeper. Second run of the day. Let's see who's down here. So we have Ilker Besok's LS Powered S15. Alexis Harris is parked up there. I hope nothing has happened to the car. Can't see anybody else over there. Oh, I'm just trying to heat myself up a little bit. I know I keep going on and on about the cold, but I'm absolutely freezing. That's what happens when you do 3 hours of live on the grandstand, I imagine. Ade Christo, bój się! I can't hear any cars heating up their tires, so maybe they're just organizing the cars on the start line and getting them into their groups so they can come out to practice. Here we go. And Verswife again comes in way deeper this time. Whee! Too much angle there, scrubbing the speed completely off the car. Across the line. By the way, people, I will really appreciate it if you can subscribe to the J-Spot. I'll be making more lives like this, and in the summer I'll be making some lives from Drift Masters in Ferropolis, and we'll be releasing some new episodes in the coming months. My channel is only about drifting and maybe a few car shows, the occasional car shows that we have in Aachen and in Europe when I go this year. So yeah, really help me out if you can subscribe and help me grow the J-Spot. I have a car coming into the pits, into the layout, but looks like he's driving down to the pit area. Now the cars are on the start line, they're heating up their tires for the next run. I don't think it's Christo, because Christo's car is super loud. And this didn't sound as loud as his car is. We have the green S15 from the Drift New Racing School. Don't know who the driver is. Timmy's at the moment is not here to tell us, but I don't think he knows who's in this car either. Comes around, pushes it to the outer zone there, transitioning across the track. A little bit too much angle though. Across the line. The can actually have a little walk up to the start line before we go to the pits. Just so I show you maybe 1 or 2 runs from that angle. I'm not going to risk going there now because with my luck, as soon as I get off the grandstand, CH Loizo is going to do his run. So I'm going to stay here until he does his run, and then I'll get Timmy's and we'll walk over to the start area as Yusef Çocuk goes up to the start line as well. We'll do a few shots from that grandstand, which is right there, and I'll show you what the start line initiation bit looks like. Then we'll have a little walk over to the pits and check out who's in the pits. If there's light, that is. If there's no light, it's going to be too dark to show anything. Tomorrow or on Friday when I come down, I'm going to bring my lights with me as well, just in case we need extra light when we're filming. Hopefully it's Christos now. It's nice to sit here though with the you can put your feet up. Oh. This car looks like Enver's wife might be going to the pits as well to change tires. Moving over to the next run. For the people joining the live stream now, we're at Near East Event Park, which is a motorsport park. Today it's practice, tomorrow is practice, Friday is semi-pro of the local challenge to run with the BMW coming in now. Saturday is going to be the Pro Challenge, and then on Sunday is the International Race Challenge, where we will have drivers such as Connor Falvey, Dwayne McKeever, Alan Hines, Enver Haskasap. Then we have drivers CH Loizu, Andreas Wax, Alexis Harris, Babutas, Eftigios, Simos Tikis, and Pepsi's Drift Team. And then we have all the local drivers as well, which I don't know all of their names. It's going to be absolutely wild on Sunday. I can't wait for the race to happen. In general, it's going to be quite a wild weekend. There's a lot of exciting news going to be released by Drift New over the weekend. Absolutely crazy news. I can't wait till you all hear it. And we're going to have an amazing weekend. The track has been upgraded, as I was saying before in the live. The track used to be, where that line is where the grandstand used to be there. And it was just that bit, the track. Now they've moved the grandstand back. They tarmacked this area this week, and they've made the track a lot bigger. The judging tower used to be right there, and now it's on this side. Let me just film this run. Fireball on the wall. So yeah, before the judging tower used to be here, and it sort of cut a little bit of the view from the grandstand. When you sit up here in this corner, you couldn't see that section of the track. Now they've extended the layout and made it much bigger. They've moved all of that stuff to that side. So now this orange room is going to be a canteen so that you can access it from the grandstand. And the first floor is also a canteen for people to access it from the lower ground. The second floor, there's an inside area for the VIPs and an outside balcony. And the third floor is going to be for the judging and all of the race organization. Much better over there. They can see the whole track, all the zones. They'll have live feeds up there for the judging so they can watch the runs from the screen, so they can see that all of the drivers got all of the correct clipping points. We have this green S15 coming into the track now, but he came in with too much angle and shut down the run. Now he kicks it out sideways again. SR20 cars, SR20 S15s, any car with an SR20, they sound so tame next to a 2JZ or even an LS. It's like silent drifting. It's kind of nice, to be honest. So many S chassis here. Not too many BMWs, just lots of S chassis. S15, S14 and S13s, a few BMW E92s, a couple of BMW E46s, A90 Supra. What else have we seen today? I think that's about it. But it's really cool. It gives me full Japanese vibes out. I think we have CH Loizu leading, Andreas Wax chasing as they transition across the track. CH Loizu pushing the car to the outside. Andreas Wax trying to go for a dive. We've had an accident. CH Loizu hits the back of the car against the wall. That's flicking the car around to the front and slamming into the wall with the front of the car. I hope he hasn't got any damages. They'll be driving. Andreas Wax will probably go up to the start line, and CH Loizu is going to go to the pits. I'm going to go down to the pits as well, as CH Loizu is on his own today. Maybe he needs some help. Where's Timmy? I will go to the pits to check the accident. Okay. All right, bro. So CH Loizu there, they're checking all of the guys, Eftigios and the rest of the guys are checking and helping out Christo, making sure the car is all right. We're going to go down as well because I need to know what's happened. Wow, I can't see where the stairs are. Stay with me on the live. We'll go check out the pits as well. Do I have everything? Yes, I do. And I hope his car is okay. Yusef Chouchouk coming in now. Pits. Finally, I'm going to run a little bit and get some heat back. Oh, that looks delicious. I'm going to come back for that. They're still welding the gates. We've got this guy right here on the start. Run to the pits. It's going to be a bit dark over here, but I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll have some lights. Oh, I'm losing connection down here. I get connection because I'm on the grandstand and I'm up high. Let's make sure Christo is okay and that his car's all right. There's CH Loizo's car right here. I don't think he got any damage at the front. A little bit on the bumper. And the light come out here a little bit. But that's okay. I think inside here we're alright. The Weissfab looks okay. The steering arm looks alright. I know you guys can't see anything, but it seems to be alright. As long as it's okay. Κάνουμε live και κλεία σου εδώ, γιατί κλείσαι με τώρα.
Ήξερα, έχεις Wi-Fi, γι' αυτό που σε
Let's go see some of the other cars since we're here. Christo, he might fix it now or he'll fix it later. These guys are also doing some fixings on the car. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, the diff there looks very oily. Maybe he broke the diff. Moving over, we've got Vangelis, the tuner, tuning the car. Nice, Fahim. Fahim Abi, how are you?
James, brothers.
Good. Fahim is the main mechanic for Drift New team. Here we have Enver Haskas up on the bike. He's one of the drivers here and the event main organizer and owner of Drift New here on the bike. We have Ahmed's car here as well. Vangelis. Fireballs coming out, but it's too dark here. I need to bring my lights down next time I come. This is Enver Kaskasap's S13, rocking a 2JZ. We'll see the engine now. It's nice and warm here next to the turbo. Very cool.
James Party.
So let's go and film something else. It's very dark around here. I'm gonna go back up to the what happened? Why? Okay.
For me?
Yeah.
Finished.
Oh, okay.
Finished,
I
yeah.
thought something happened.
You saw the runs?
Yeah, it's all on the live stream. Go home
Yeah.
and watch. I am very hard on all of you with the lines.
I don't know even where the lines are. I don't know
Yeah,
where
where the zones
I
are.
don't know. Just opening all the zones.
No. But man, he's get on your ass.
Yo, the guy.
Yay, Besok.
Crazy.
Bro, he's on your doors for the whole run. It was wild. So I'm standing here with Alexis Harris. You can't see him, it's so dark. But more of the drivers are driving. Let's see what they're going to do to the back of Christos S13. I think one of the Weissfab arms bent. Oh, there, I see what the problem is. You see that the back bit of that Weissfab is closed. So maybe it's a bit dented. They're going to change it now. The good thing is, Christo might have come without his team today because they were all working. But all the other drivers, Eftichios is here on the... And all of the other drivers are helping him get the car up and running, which is really cool to see that everybody comes together because they're all individual teams and they could easily just concentrate on themselves. Eftichios could be practicing now, but he's helping out Christo, and this is really cool to see. They need to pull out the ball joint from there as the Weissfab sort of crushed itself and closed up the gap. Yeah, Eftichios just saying that he wants a lever to open up the gap there so they can pull out the ball joint and then change this part. I'm going to get out from under here. I'm glad the car got no damage on the front of the steering. Only a bit of scuffs on the body. Alright, I'm going to go back onto the start. I'm going to go back up, not to the start, I'm going to go up to the top of the grandstand. Wow, look at that. That picture's going to look sick with those people up there with the smoke flying around the back. I'm actually... Oh, I've missed some comments. Eshimestovan Hufta. Who wrote that to me? I can't see the comment now. James Bedu Eshimestovan Fuchta. Christo, Kadvis la limo de Eshis Fuchta Mestovan. Ah, Eshis. Send taxi? Okay. There's a time and a place to ask a driver something. I asked at the wrong time. I'm going to leave, let them calm down. And he knows that the Fuchta is in the van. And I'm going to go back there later on when he's calmed down a little bit. Because it's like a bit tense, you know, in the drift scene. When things go wrong. Let's just stand here while this car comes around the corner. It's the GT86 of Bekir in carbon Kevlar. You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to go back here and we'll go film from the other grandstand and get a different view of the drift layout. I think the door for this grandstand's round here somewhere. Oh, I'm finally warm, everybody! I can't see anything. Where's the door of this grandstand?